What's up, guys? Lake here with another segment of Run Disney 101, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about basically why we're excited for the Run Disney 2020 races. So I'm going to get right into it. So sign-ups for most of these races have already happened. The Wine and Dine weekend is happening October 31st to November 3rd. Walt Disney World Marathon weekend is January 8th to the 12th. Disney Princess Half Marathon weekend is February 20th to the 23rd. And then Star Wars Ravel Run weekend is April 16th to the 19th. We're going to start with Wine and Dine 2019 because Run Disney doesn't do any races in the summer. So basically that Wine and Dine in November is like the first race of the season for most people, especially if you do all of the Walt Disney World races. And we're also not going to be talking about Paris because that's kind of its own entity out there. And I have yet to do Paris as well, so I don't really have that much to talk about for it. But starting off with Wine and Dine, it is the 10th year anniversary, which always generates some extra hype for the races. They also announced the themes, so you have the Jungle Book for the 5K, Olaf and Sven for the 10K, I guess generating hype for the new Frozen movie that's going to be out around then. You get a patriotic Mickey for the half, which is pretty cool. I would like to see a character costume with him donning that outfit. That would be really neat. And then the one I'm most excited about is the three Caballeros for the challenge. I'm excited to see what the medal's going to look like for that. It could definitely be really neat. Another thing, too, they made some changes to the party. So if you were doing the after-hour party that's located at Epcot, you're actually able to get in earlier now. I think it's like 5 o'clock. So you could make yourself some dinner reservations, get into the park, and, kind of relax and eat dinner while everyone else is there. And then after Illuminations, it's going to clear out and you can go and do your festival and do the rides that are going to be open during that. Usually at least Test Track, Soarin', and a few of the other bigger ones are open during the time. But that's always a lot of fun and definitely a great reason to do this race. Also, I think the art and the themes for this race are typically some of my favorite. Now, the course for Wine and Dine probably will be the standard Wine and Dine course. The 5K has been actually moved to Epcot. This one used to run through Animal Kingdom, which was really cool and unique, and they changed it, which kind of stinks. But then we will get the 10K. It'll probably start in Magic Kingdom parking lot, run you to Epcot, and then you get a little bit of Epcot. This is kind of my least favorite 10K course. I prefer when it starts and finishes in Epcot. And then one year or a couple years for different races, they did Magic Kingdom to Hollywood to Epcot. That one was pretty cool too. And then the half marathon course is probably going to be Magic Kingdom parking lot to Animal Kingdom through the back road to Hollywood to Epcot. That's what it's been the last few years, and that's my favorite half course right now as well. And we're going to get on a little bit later about how that course could potentially change, but we'll see. All right, then moving on to the big weekend, the Walt Disney World weekend. This is the largest event by far for Run Disney, and a lot of that has to do with it's the only race with a full marathon, and it's actually going to be my first full marathon, so I'm extra excited for this, also a little nervous, but I think I got it. We'll see, though. So we have the most races. They have the Dopey Challenge and the Goofy Challenge. If you want to do the half and the full, all of the races is the Dopey Challenge, if you don't know. I'm not doing that. I am only doing the full marathon for this race weekend. And then they announced the themes. They really only made one big change to it, and that's the Oswald is going to be taking over the 10K. It used to be Minnie, and now it is Oswald. So I forget what the 5K theme is. I should have wrote that down. But then the 10K is Oswald. Half is Donald, which is what it's always been. The full is Mickey and Minnie now. So Minnie's not going away completely. She is donning a tag team with Mickey, which would have been really cool if they were going to bring the relay race back, where each of you did a half of the marathon. I would have thought that would be really cool and a really neat way to incorporate the race theme change, but that's not happening. And then Goofy, you do the half and the full, and Dopey, you do all of the races. So a lot of the 5 and 10Ks are pretty similar now. I believe all of the 5Ks are self-contained within Epcot now. which kind of stinks if that's your race. I know a couple of them used to be in different parks or just in different courses, but they're pretty standard now. The 10K either varies between two different course options. You either get the Epcot course or the Magic Kingdom to Epcot. I think I prefer the Epcot course over it, but the Walt Disney World Race Weekend will be the Epcot course. And then for the half, you get the Epcot to Magic Kingdom, back and around all of the monorail resorts, and then back up through Epcot. And the full gets to go through all the parks, plus Wide World of Sports, and so on. All of the goods there. But we'll see if that's worth the 26 miles. Now on to Princess. Princess signups actually just happened pretty recently, a few weeks ago, and they just released the courses. Of course, if you looked at the merchandise that you could pre-purchase during signup, they also had the themes there, so this isn't really new information. But Moana is the 5K, Pocahontas is the 10K, Cinderella is the half, and then the Three Fairies is the challenge, which is definitely the theme that most excites me. It's a little bit out there for Princess, but I'm really excited about it. It should be really cool. The Pocahontas should be pretty cool as well. I don't think she's had a race theme yet, but usually one of the main princesses always dons the half theme. So last year it was Aurora, Sleeping Beauty, you can see right here, and this year it is Cinderella. So not that different, well, different princesses, but. And then these courses are pretty similar to the Walt Disney World Race Weekend. You're going to get the 5 and the 10 through Epcot, self-contained, and then the half starts at Epcot, runs to Magic Kingdom, through Magic Kingdom, and back out to Epcot and through Epcot. I just want to add the Princess and the Walt Disney World Race Weekends are the race weekends that you want to do if you want to get that castle pick that everyone kind of shows off. You will not be able to get that at Wine and Dine or Star Wars. Then on to the last weekend. This is the only weekend that has not had registration yet. Registration for this is on July 16th for general registration, and then pass holder, DVC, cast member registration should happen the Thursday before that. So that should be the 11th or 12th. Look at whatever portal you're using to find that out. But this race, I'm really hoping is going to get a good overhaul. Last year was the first time where they changed the theme of it to the rival run, and it really still felt like the dark side with just a little bit of flair of light side. I don't think it was fully enveloped in the whole light and dark side quite yet, so I'm really hoping with this being the 5th anniversary of the weekend that they go all out. We get to see more characters from both sides. And we should also get some other pretty exciting stuff, being that Galaxy's Edge is going to be open. So first off, this course already had ran through Hollywood Studios. It starts at the Magic Kingdom parking lot typically, and runs the back road to Animal Kingdom, then to Hollywood, then to Epcot. So I'm really hoping that we get to see the course go through Galaxy's Edge. That would be a huge disappointment if it doesn't. It is actually also possible that they could test a course like that for Wine and Dine. Nothing's been released yet, and I wouldn't count on it, but it's a little possibility. Just a little. But we don't have themes yet for this. I did like last year's themes. I like the rivals, good versus bad. Most of the medals are pretty cool. They're actually the ones sitting up right behind me here. But again, I do hope that they make some improvements to this race weekend compared to last year. One thing that would be really cool is if they made it like Wine and Dine, and after the half marathon race, you got a private party in Galaxy's Edge - Hollywood Studios. I think that would be amazing and a genius idea. We'll see if they give that to us. But you never know. Maybe it'll happen, being that it's the 5th anniversary and they might be looking to really up their game. This race hasn't sold out in the past, so they do definitely need something to kind of give it a pick-me-up. Alright guys, and that is why I am excited for basically Run Disney 2020 season. We've got a lot of cool themes coming up this year, and hopefully a couple cool changes as well. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe below. And also, feel free to comment if you have any questions that you would like me to answer with this segment. That's really what this whole series is going to be about, answering frequently asked questions and talking about races. As well, you can always find all of my past reviews and vlogs from different Run Disney races that I've done on my channel on different videos. So thanks again so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.